We are now next to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and together with Cecille and Mario, and we are going to do something that most of the tourists are not doing. But before that, that is where Jesus, betrayed by Judas, and you can see a lot of Mount of Olives, including St. Mary and Mary Magdalene Church, the Russian church, and Dominus Flavit, the Lord wept. At the other side, you can see the eastern wall of the temple and the golden gate. That's where Jesus will enter. Yeah. In between, there's a valley. And we are heading to that valley.
We're going local.
Yes, this is totally not touristic, and it's beautiful. The tomb, the cemetery that you see, is from the time of King David until now. I mean, I'm talking about more than 3,000 years ago. 3,000 years old, yes. And we are on the way to City of David. Yeah, yesterday it was horrible. It was so hot. Amazing day, but it was very hot. Today, I didn't hear the ladies complaining yet. Yeah, we walked a lot yesterday. We did all city, almost every part of it. Then Mount of Olives, we believe that the Messiah will come from there. Jesus, the Jewish Messiah, and even Allah might build a bridge between Mount of Olives and Jerusalem. And that's going to be the resurrection time. Yeah, we're heading down there. Yeah, Absalom Pillar. We are on the way there.
There's police.
Yeah, they're studying. Oh, now they're using the toilet. You can see here a group of soldiers. Are they here to protect us? They might, but they are not here for that. They're here to study, just like we are studying. And this is a big part of the army in Israel. Those are 18 years old children. Or maybe more than that. 18 או יותר מזה? Oh, 20 plus. All right.
Very young. Congratulations.
Young forever, that's what I'm saying. I'm 60 years old, young forever. Then, just like them, we are traveling here. Yeah, yeah. Only few local people are using it, but it's much nicer than using a car. And it is beautiful, isn't it? You can see a lot of old tombs here. We are talking about Jewish tomb. This is the most important Jewish cemetery in the world. But if you look at those tombstones, you can see that someone took it off and someone brought it back.
Yeah.
See, there's cement.
Okay.
And that's true to so many of those places. In 1948, Jordan occupied that part, and they used the tombstone for the roads, for the houses. When Israel came back in 1967, we tried to bring most of it to the places. That how did we know which tomb belongs to whom? Because we do have a map of every tomb. That wasn't difficult for us to do that, but as you can see, some of the tombs are without tombstones. We know who is buried there, but we didn't find a tombstone of them, and it's a little bit sad. You can see a Muslim family is heading through us. But look how beautiful is the wall from here. And we have to climb all the way up. I told them it's going to be easy. Yeah. If you look at the book of Samuel, and we know that there are two names for that valley. Yeah, Kidron Valley and Jehosaphat Valley. And as the king passed over the Kidron Valley, all the people passed over through the path of the wilderness. It's about King David, who ran away from his son Absalom. They tried to kill him. Can you imagine a son that tried to kill his father? Another name for that place is Jehosaphat. Jehosaphat In English, that's in Hebrew, of course. In English is God will judge you. And according to the book of Joel and other traditions, God will judge all the enemies, all the Gentiles' enemy who will come to here. Ah, here it is.
Here it is.
Yeah. Can you read it for us?
For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring back the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of
Jehosaphat, yes.
I will enter into judgment with them.
Book of Joel,
Joel
yeah.
4, 1 to 2.
Let me read it in Hebrew.
Okay.
All right. In Hebrew, we are reading it from right to left. It's from the book of Yoel. And ובעת ההיא אשר אשיב את שבות יהודה וירושלם, Jerusalem, וקיבצתי את כל הגויים והורדתם אל עמק Jehosaphat, ונשפטתי עמם שם.
Amen.
Then in that case, amen, yes. In that case, it's a biblical valley. And look at that. You saw the Jewish tombs. It looks very simple. That looks very simple, and they're very simple. But there are few tombs here that looks totally different. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. And it's like that. Let's read it from the book of Samuel. Can you read it again in English?
Now Absalom in his lifetime had taken and reared up for himself the pillar which is in the King's Valley, and it is called Absalom's monument unto this day.
Then Absalom knew that no one will love him, and he decided to build himself a tomb in his lifetime. I mean, he was alive at that time. Then another name of that valley is the King Valley. The King Valley, yeah. Then we are in the King Valley, and we are heading to see Absalom tomb.
Absalom tomb.
And this is the one that we loved. You asked me about it.
Absalom.
Aha!
Absalom's tomb.
And it's a beautiful one. Yeah, we are coming, Absalom.
This is the Tomb of Absalom.
True. True. But again, just to show you the differences, those are regular tombs.
Regular tombs.
And I can compare it to that one. That looks different.
That looks different.
That looks different.
Regular tombs.
Yeah.
And that one is big.
And Mariam. Okay. We have to climb all the way up. But we will do that slowly. Yeah, hallelujah for that. Oh, Cecille. You choose to do it. Yes, we are going to do it. We are going to do it.
This is it.
Oh, the army. See, they are studying. Then let's be quiet, because let them study as well. Let's stand in the shade. Go backward. Then let's talk about it when you're ready. Now, that tomb is a monolith tomb. You say that you've been in Petra. Mm-hmm. Remember, in Petra they used to dig it or curve it from up to down. Mm-hmm. It's a monolith tomb, except of the upper part. Mm-hmm. First they build the upper part. We call it the nefesh. The nefesh is where the soul goes out of the body. Then in that case, that is the tomb itself. And the nefesh was above it. The nefesh is what we actually build, but the other part, we just curved it from the bedrock. Just like in Petra. They're standing Let's go to see the entrance, and we will talk about what's happened here. Then they're standing next to the entrance of the tomb, but you can see that someone tried to rob it. At the entrance, it took us years, but we found something, an inscription, that say that this is the tomb of Zechariah, father of John the Baptist. Then, you're right, this is Absalom tomb, but when the Romans became to be Christians, some of them started to believe that this is the tomb of Zechariah. And some of them mentioned that it was the tomb of Simon, the one who told Mary, your son will die in front of your eyes. It will be like a spear will enter to your heart. But most of us knows it as the tomb of Absalom. But there is a problem here, because the tomb is from the 1st century. Absalom was many years ago. Then maybe they renovated. But there's something special here, because Absalom was against his father. The fathers used to bring their children, I'm talking about Christian, Jews and Muslims, to here, and they used to throw stones.
Stone?
Yeah, on the tombstone to show the children.
It's not 100%.
Sorry?
So it's not 100% this is Absalom tomb, because someone is taking Zechariah tomb and
No, yeah, you're right. And then I cannot tell you for sure that Absalom was buried here, because he died many years before that. But we're talking about traditions now. Then they used to come to here to throw stones on the tombstone to show the children that what will happen to you if you will be like Absalom. Remember, you must be loyal to us. Then if you look at my videos and write Absalom pillars or Absalom tomb, you might see ancient pictures about it. Because until 1882, you could see lots of small stones all over it. Now, it's not the only one. Let's go to see another tomb. Then the entrance is from there, but I don't want to disturb the soldiers. Let's go to see two more. Let's start with it. What you see here is like a window in the bedrock. And that is an entrance to the tomb. And in some of them, and we are talking about now King David time anymore, because this is really old, older than what you saw now. And in some of them we found an inscription that say, I'm cursing the one who will try to open it. There's nothing in it, there's no gold, there's no diamonds. You can understand that people open it.
Entrance to the tomb.
Yes. Why the tomb were here? Remember, the Jews are being buried outside the wall.
Outside
Here's the wall.
There's the wall, and the Jews are being buried outside.
Here it is. And it will answer the question of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre versus the garden tomb. Tombs that have been destroyed by the Judinians. You can see that here. They brought back the stone, the tombstone. Oh, the weather is amazing compared to yesterday. They suffered yesterday. Look at that.
There's a lot of entrance.
I know. Tomb of Zechariah. which is monolith tomb from A to Z. Everything here is from one stone.
Tomb of Zechariah?
Zechariah. But which one? Then there are so many options. It can be one Zechariah, one of the priests that been killed by the Jews inside the temple. And is it a tomb or not? Why I'm saying it? First of all, it's monolith. It's made of one stone, from up to down, like Petra.
Like Petra.
Secondly, there's nothing in it. It's one stone. They didn't build a tomb in it. Then, few options. The first one, they didn't build the tomb mainly because something happened there. For example, the city been destroyed in 70 AD and they just kept it like that. Second option, you can see that there are tombs to your left side. Maybe that was the soul, the nefesh of the tomb of the others, which is Benei Hezir. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
It doesn't look like Israel, isn't it?
We're like somewhere else in the world.
Yeah,
We're
you
like
can.
in ancient Bible times.
True. And again, we are the only one here because this is not a touristic tour.
But it's a Zahi Shaked tour, and you should come and subscribe and bring him. Go to Israel, he will take you here.
Hallelujah for that. Only if you like crazy and funny.
It's the best tour.
Hey. Oh, we are just having fun. I don't know if you saw that part.
This part
Sadly,
is
it's closed. Another tomb of, it's called Benei Hezir.
Benei Hezir.
It's a priest family. And that part used to be a cemetery as well. Do you want to see another one from here? Let me come to you. Let me show it to you through the video, and you will understand about what I'm looking at. That one.
Okay.
All right, you can see it right there on top of the rock,
Yep.
and in the bedrock there are more places. We call it the daughter of Pharaoh, the Egyptian tomb, because we know that she was here as well. And now we are going to start climbing.
Zahi,
Climbing.
where are we going?
Yeah.
From here.
Yeah, all the way up. How crazy we. Now, if you like that video, don't forget to subscribe
and like.
and like. Yes. And I do have more than 20,000 videos. You will be able to see a lot of it. It's not the end of the video, then don't go away. Yeah, we're starting to climb up. You can see Absalom pillar, Absalom tomb, and Hezir and Zechariah. But you can see Mount of Olives and Cecille.
There.
There, yes.
Dome of the rock somewhere there.
Yeah, and by walking in the city and not driving in the city, I think we can study it more. Although we are, it's hot. You see, if you saw there my videos like 2 months ago of that area, it was totally green. Take a picture from here, look how beautiful it is. And we are climbing. We are climbing. Yeah, there's another group is coming, another group of soldiers. And look how beautiful are the tombs from here. And we still have to climb. Mariam is already ahead of us. As I told Cecile.
My hip is killing me.
All right. I know how I started the tour. I don't know how I'm ending it because I'm always adding things that I feel that the group will like.
Yes.
Like energetic Cecile.
Thank you. This is awesome, Zahi.
Thank you.
So
And-
I want to get a tomb there.
Yeah.
Zahi, can you?
Sorry?
Can you get a tomb there?
Yeah, if I'll pay, let's say, 100,000 US dollars,
Wow,
then I'm not.
that's a lot.
I'm not sure that I'm gonna be buried.
So those people are rich.
No, the one that been buried here before, 1967, didn't pay a lot.
Okay. But now
Now, if you want to be buried in Israel, it's for free.
it's for free. But
But if you want to buy something special, it's like location, location, location. Remember, they will be the first one who will resurrect.
yes, then I would tell Dexter, can you buy me a tomb?
All right, say it again.
Then I will say first to resurrect from the tomb right here. Dexter, buy me a tomb here.
Hallelujah for that. Dexter, start to work. Start working.
Start working. It's actually working right now.
Yeah, but very hard.
Very hard. Oh, Zahi, we're almost there.
We're almost there. Tell you, we can do that slowly, slowly. You don't have to rush.
Yeah. Look at all the tour bus coming.
Yes, lots of tourists arriving now to Israel, which is good.
Back in Israel, guys.
Yeah, it's good for me.
You should come and visit Zahi.
Hallelujah.
Tourists are all back.
Hallelujah for that. Did you already subscribe my channel? Yes, we did. Excellent. Kiss him Mount of Olives. Then, this is the end of that video. Say goodbye.
Bye.
No, straight ahead. Straight ahead. Bye bye, my dears.